In a drought-stricken future USA, water is a precious and scarce resource, and people are willing to kill for it. Amidst the exodus, the home family remains on their barren farm, clinging to the hope that rain will return. Ernest Holm, the father, is determined to make the land productive again. But his son Jerome is skeptical. One day, two thieves attempt to break into a small shed on Ernest's property, hoping to find water. Ernest catches them and opens fire, killing one and wounding the other, who pleads for mercy but tries to draw a weapon. Jerome watches the incident from a distance, and after the confrontation, Ernest insists that Jerome address him as Dad instead of by his first name. Inside the shed, Ernest reveals a pump, but it produces no water. With no other options, he and Jerome must continue to work with a mule. They soon meet the Watermen, a powerful group that monopolizes water distribution through a government agreement. Ernest trades supplies with them in exchange for water, though he longs to secure a pipeline for his farm. A costly prospect the Watermen refuse to discount. On the journey back, their mule suffers a severe injury. Reluctantly, Ernest puts it down, a traumatic moment for Jerome, who claims he could have done it himself. Back at home, their only diversions are Mary, Jerome's sister, preparing meals and scrubbing dishes with soil, and Jerome sketching animals from memory. Ernest hears a noise and finds Mary sneaking out to meet her boyfriend, Flem. The next day, Ernest and Jerome attend an auction to replace the mule with a robot named Simulate Shadow. Flem, the son of local dealer Sam, also bids fiercely, but Ernest ultimately wins, worsening his debt. On their way home, they visit the children's mother, Catherine, hospitalized and unable to walk due to an accident. The hospital has a special device that would allow her to walk at home, but the family can't afford it. Later, Ernest encounters Robbie and Suze, a struggling couple with a baby. He calls them vultures for using their child to gain pity, but eventually gives them water. Robbie considers selling the baby due to their desperate poverty, but Ernest advises against it, promising future help. At the farm, Flem shows up, revealing himself as Mary's secret boyfriend, and asks to borrow Sim. Ernest refuses unless Sam provides a written guarantee, which Flem takes as an insult, swearing that Ernest's farm will never thrive. As time passes, Jerome and Ernest's visits to the Watermen become faster with Sim's help, but Ernest's requests for water at a reasonable price go unheeded. On another trip, they find Flem speeding recklessly on his motorbike. Tensions at home rise when Ernest, worried about Mary's safety, forbids her from leaving, which prompts her to accuse him of ruining the family and favoring Jerome. The argument ends with Ernest locking her window. One night, Ernest wakes up to find Sim missing. He suspects Flem and confronts Sam, who reveals that Flem left for the mountains that morning. Sam explains that Flem resents the Holmes for owning his family's former land. Determined to protect his farm, Ernest follows Flem, only to be ambushed by the Watermen, who accuse him of stealing supplies. He manages to escape but soon finds Flem, who admits to the theft and taunts Ernest about Mary. They walk through the desert together until Ernest, weakened by thirst, is tricked by Flem into drinking alcohol instead of water. Flem then injures Ernest and leaves him tied to Sim in the desert to die. Flem returns to the farm, convincing Mary to elope with him. Jerome, suspicious of his father's absence, goes to look for him and eventually learns from the Watermen that Ernest died in an accident. At the funeral, Mary, now pregnant with Flem's child, returns home in grief. Flem quickly assumes control of the farm, promising to settle Ernest's debts and initiate growth with water from the Watermen, whom he manipulates into providing a pipeline by blaming them for Ernest's death. Soon the farm begins to bloom, and he and Mary celebrate by getting married. Our summary is here. We have many more summaries. Go to the movie summaries that appear on the screen. You can watch them too. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to the channel. See you later.